essential, but you get some shotgun shells out of it. Now, if we turn around, this one is essential. And we set ourselves on fire. Alright guys, time for the Tomb of the Semerkhet. So, this is a much longer, a little bit more difficult level. We're going to start by breaking the vases, and then we're going to get some Uzi rounds, and then we're going to get a large med pack. After we pick up those items, we're going to slide down. Now be careful when you come down here, because there's going to be a swarm of scarabs. And one scarab alone doesn't do that much damage, but with all of the scarabs there are, the damage will multiply. So, you want to quickly grab onto these monkey bars, then that way you can avoid all of the scarabs. If you fall to the floor, the scarabs will not hesitate to come after you. Go ahead and make your way up the monkey bars. And yes, I know this is time-consuming. Typically, monkey bars, climbing ladders, moving blocks, shimmying long ledges. Those are some of the things that delay the walkthrough the most. But anyhow, we're going to go ahead and land over here. Then what you can go ahead and do is run forward, and then you can just grab onto the rope. You can slide down. I don't recommend you go all the way down yet. There are going to be more scarabs when you get down to the bottom. But if you come over here, you can look and see that if you look this way, there's a couple of vases that you can break open. We'll go through that door a little bit later, but we need to pull some switches in order to get that opened. If you come over here, there's a torch. I don't believe you really use this for anything, but what you can do is you can light the torch over here. And then you can just, like, press the pull out weapons button and you can throw the torch down there. Alright guys, we're going to go to the lower level, and be warned, there are scarabs when you go down there, so you're going to have to get out of the way. So... Alright, so there's a couple of different switches that we want to pull. We can go ahead and come over here, push this one, and quickly backflip before they can do too much damage. The scarabs do not mess around. Alright, so we're going to go all the way around. Try to run and jump a little bit. You can sprint if you want to get further away from the scarabs. You want to give yourself enough time to pull the switch before the scarabs can do too much damage to you. Alright, so now let's come over here. We'll probably have enough time to pull this one. Just don't mess around. There we go. Okay, so we opened the door that's up above. What we'll want to do now is come over here and then grab onto this pole. Climb up the pole. Then we're going to do a backflip onto the surface above. So, I think if we position Lara about right here, she can backflip and she lands there successfully. Alright, now this door is opened, so we can go ahead and come through here. Now, if you guys are wondering, there's like a little crack in this door, so you can go ahead and push that open. And we can make our way through here. We can come over here, we can drop down, and this is the Senate room, so this is where things really get exciting. We're not able to play Senate yet, but don't worry, that time is coming. What we want to do first is come this way because we get one of our secrets. What we'll do is climb up this ladder. Shimmy to the right a little bit, then there's some shotgun shells that we can pick up. After we pick up the shotgun shells, we can then come over here, and we get a small med pack. Come over here. You could probably just go ahead and hang from the ledge, and then you could drop down. You can then jump here, and then here. Alright guys, let's go ahead and sprint our way down. Alright guys, so the way we want to go is up that ladder. If you guys are wondering as to what's over here, I'll just show you guys real quick. On that balcony above is where we place Senate, and we would need to go up that ladder, but it's closed off right now, so we need to open it. Where we're going to need to go first is this way. We're we're going to go ahead and jump over this platform and come down here. We're going to proceed forward and climb up this ladder. Alright, so now let's go ahead and climb over this wall. Alright, so now we're in a room where you see there's a couple of different pools of water. Well, the pools are there for a reason, and we also need to kill these jackals, because, believe me, they are not nice. I would probably recommend using the Uzis. I think they're better. But yeah, avoid the jackals. The pools there, they are there for a reason, because when Lara pulls these switches, she could set herself on fire. And as a matter of fact, why don't we go ahead and save in case that happens. Alright guys, so now what we want to do is position Lara here. Wait for the flame to come on and then cut off. As soon as it cuts off, go ahead and run up to the switch, push it, and then backflip 2 times. The fire will come on quickly and the timing is tight, so you cannot mess around. Alright, pull the left one and then pull the right one. Wait for the right one to turn off as well, and then go ahead and go up to it, press action, and backflip 2 times. Go right now. 1, 2. And look at that, we avoid it. Now that we've pulled the left and right, it cuts off the one in the middle. So now go ahead and push this one. Alright, so there's a vibration. What that did is it opened up this door to the right. We're going to enter this new room. There is a pool in this room. So Lara takes a little dip in this pool. That wasn't needed, but the pool is there for a reason because, well, catching yourself on fire in here is not going to be hard. There's a series of switches that you need to pull in order to get to the next area. This one's not essential, but you can go ahead and pull this one and get some shotgun shells. Now the one on the other side is essential, so you have to time this one accordingly. There's a flame that's going to cut on and off, and you basically have to go while it's off, push it, and then very quickly get out of the way. So, since there's no flame behind us, we can probably just backflip, and we'll be okay. But, for most of them, what we would do is stumble back 2 times, and we'd be far enough back to not catch ourselves on fire at the switch we pulled. But we wouldn't go too far back that we would catch ourselves on fire from the one behind us. So you have to be very careful because it's real easy to step too far to the sides. So now this switch has been cut off. We want to pull this one. And I believe now this one is cut off. So pull this. And then that's going to raise a cage that's going to enable us to get to a new area. But there's still one more that we need to pull. We want to pull this one. Go ahead and wait for it to come back on and then go off. Go! Alright, so press action and then just backflip from this one. And look at that, you're good. Okay, so at this point, there should be a door that's opened on this side. Go ahead and jump up, grab the monkey bars, and work your way across. Now, do not fall in the pit, you will die. Alright, so now we're back in that same room that we were in. But now, there's a cage in place so we can get to a higher level. Go ahead and climb up here. And then you can go ahead and turn to the right. Lara can, from here, jump, and she can fall down and lose some health. Okay, let's try that again. I might want to look where I'm jumping. Alright guys, sorry for that. So, we want to veer Lara a little bit more to the right. I think that's about right. And then we can do a running jump, land over here. Now, there's going to be another time switch over here. So we have to time this accordingly. You have to be at least 1 tile space back in order to avoid being caught on fire. So now go ahead and pull this, and then backflip. So So that cuts off the flames below. Before we go over there, we want to go this way because there is a secret. So hang from the ledge and then shimmy to the right. You're going to notice that there's a ladder. What Lara can do is she can work her way to the right. She can climb up a little bit and then she'll put her feet in place. So if she works her way to the right, she'll be able to go around this corner. When Lara keeps shimmying to the right, she'll then turn another corner. And when she gets over here, there's going to be like a little alcove that she can get in. You see some shotgun shells? That is the secret. Go ahead and grab the shotgun shells and med pack. And then we're going to go ahead and work our way down. See if we can do this without catching ourselves on fire again. Alright, so now we want to go down to this lower level. We basically have the Senate board, and this basically, when we grab it, it's going to automatically open up the door that gives you access to play Senate. So we've got a board, and what that does is it tells you the rules of Senate. So we're going to go ahead and look at it as soon as we get over there, but now we're going to work our way back. Alright, so let's turn around, and then we are going to run up this hill. Sprinting really helps a lot. Good thing we didn't go too far forward, or else we would have caught Lara on fire. But now we want to come up this way, and then we want to grab this ledge, and we want to work our way through here. But be careful not to overrun the ledge. You want to make sure to stop and hang from the ledges, or else Lara can lose considerable health. Alright, so now come over here. Lara can climb up, grab this ledge, and she can backflip. Alright guys, so now we're going to play Senate. So basically, that's my opponent, an NPC more or less. And there's basically two paths. There's a winning path and a losing path. You can win the game or you can lose the game. I'm going to show you guys both paths, and the path that I'm going to take first is the winning path. I'm going to end with the losing path because the losing path is the one that has all the secrets. Losing path is longer and more difficult, but it is the one that gives you everything you need. The winning path is more short, simple, and sweet. But let's save. Alright guys, so let's look up the rules of Senate. To win the game, get all of your pieces off the board by landing them on the final Ankh square. On your turn, spin the sticks. Your throw is the number of white sides showing. If no white sides show, your throw is a 6. If you throw a 6 or land on an Ankh square, you get an extra turn. If you land on an opponent's piece, it is returned to the start. Nice. Okay guys, so I'm going to go ahead and go first. We're going to spin. And it looks like I got a 2, so we can move green, blue, or red. I'm going to move red first. We move 2. And then NPC is going to take his turn. And it looks like he got, I guess he got a 3, so he's a little ahead of me. Nope, never fear, we're going to catch up. We're going to win the game this time. Alright, I landed on an Ankh space, so I get to go again. So, you can easily lose this game. It's actually not hard to win. Because, I mean, he's kind of like a typical average NPC guy. He's not like a master of this game or anything like that. So, if you want to beat him, you could, but if you want to lose, you could too. So I'm going to move red. Got 2. Let's see, he moves 3. And look at that. He, oh man, he sent my piece back. Oh, that sucks. Alright, so let's roll again. We get a 2. I'm moving red again. I'm catching up. I'm going to send him back. Oh, holy crap, cow, he moved a 6, and he gets to go again. He might get his piece home. Oh, he's almost home. Oh, I get a 6 this time. And I get to go again. And give me something good. Looks like I get a 1. So I'll move red. Alright, so he's 1 piece ahead of me now. Where do I want to go? Oh, I want to go 3 because I'll land on the Ankh and I can go again. Oh, I get 3. Oh, I get to send his piece back. Aw, oh, man, he keeps getting to go again because he gets lucky rolls. One. Alright, we're going to move the piece home. And I think I get to go again. Alright, so now I'm going to move this piece. Oh, and I land on an Ankh. I get to go again. Nice. Alright, we're going to get green home. So it looks like we roll a 2 this time. I'll go ahead and move that piece up. We get to roll again. Now I get a 6. I'm going to move the green piece. And I get to roll again. So if I get a 1, 2, or 4, I'm happy. Come on, 1, 2, or 4. 2. Yep, that works. I get to send him back. Alright. Move blue. Right, now I'm going to roll again. What I need to get green home is a 2. And look at that, I got a 2! Alright, we get green home. And I think I get to roll again. Alright, so I landed blue on an Ankh. I get to move it again. Alright, now I'm going to move it too. Alright, so now I get to move blue 3. And look at that, I send my opponent's piece back. He has not gotten a single piece home yet. See if I can send that other piece back. Alright, so now we get to move at 6. We're going to move blue. And he is almost home. I mean, 1 more space and he gets home. We need a 1. That is what we need. Alright, so I guess I need to roll. Let's see what I get. I need a 1. Oh, come on, not a 3. I guess that's a 1. Let me see if I can move. Oh no, I need to roll again. Come on, give me a 1 this time. Nope. Aw, man, he sent me back. I'll show him. Alright, so now I got a 2. Alright, now I got a 6, so I'm catching up. Oh, and I think I landed on an Ankh square, so I get to spin again. Alright, I need to send some of this guy's pieces back home. He might actually win. Alright, so now I'm gonna roll. Let's see. Oh man, I keep getting exactly what I don't want. I got a 2. He might actually win. It's gonna be a close call. Two. Oh, I guess I get to send one of his pieces back. Not winning yet. Don't roll a 1. Oh, I got a 1. I think I got my piece home. Look at that. We won the game. So now we get to take the winning path. Alright, we're going to go ahead and head over this way, and I'm going to show you guys the winning path. We're going to go up the hill. And we're just going to jump cage to cage. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and go down to a lower level. Alright, so kill these 2 jackals with the shotgun. And actually, why don't we go ahead and save here just in case we mess up. So, let's save. We're going to make an extra save because I'm going to reload later so I can show you guys the losing path. But, yeah, come down here. There's a couple more vases. We want to break these and see what items are inside. We're going to go ahead and head down the stairs. There's another jackal, so we can pull out our Uzis. Take care of that. There's another jackal. I'm going to go ahead and use my pistols on that one. They're not that tough. Sometimes, if you're concerned about health, I might use a better weapon, but you can usually deal with them on just your standard set of pistols. Alright, we can go down a little bit lower. Alright, so there's some scarabs. We're going to go ahead and make our way past those. And the scarabs don't mess around. Like, they can follow you all the way over here, so go ahead and take the rope up. It's not really a rope, it's a pole. Alright, so there's a couple more vases. Go ahead and break these open. Go ahead and grab the large med pack. Pull out pistols. Alright, so there's a room here with mirrors. And you're going to see there's lights shining, and what we actually want to do is get rid of the lights. I'll show you guys how we do it, but we want to get into the next area. We want to get to the level above. So there's going to be a pole that comes up when we get here. There's going to be some bats. So you can go ahead and climb up this rope. The bats will do a little damage to you while you're on the climb. It's nothing too bad. It's nothing we can't work with. We could probably turn this way and maybe do a backflip to that platform. And then from here, let's see. Oh, come on, bats. Alright, so then we can go ahead and make our way in here. And then there's going to be another puzzle. So, it's a pretty simple puzzle. You might notice that there's tiles of different colors. So basically, where the light is shining, we want to move each piece according to their color. So we want red on red, green on green, blue on blue. It's pretty easy. So we'll move red first. We're going to move this 3 spaces. Alright, so now I guess we are going to move green. So it doesn't really matter what order you move them in. So go ahead and take your time. This puzzle is a little bit time-consuming, but totally worth it in the end. Alright, so then we can go ahead and push this piece a couple more spaces to the right. And then green will be in the perfect alignment. Right after this, we're going to move blue. Go ahead and move this one piece over. Then we're going to push it a few spaces to the right. Alright, now we're going to push it a couple spaces to the left. Alright, so you might notice that those jackals down below have awakened. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is go down to the lower level, but we're going to need to make sure that we have our guns ready and able to use. I wouldn't recommend dropping from there. I think it's too far. What I would probably do is go ahead and jump to the rope and then slide down. Then turn around, but get ready to be ambushed because the jackals, they don't play around. Alright, so now we're going to go down into this hole, and there's a little crawl space that we go through. We should be getting very close to the end of the level here. So as soon as I reach the end, which I believe is going to be in this room, I'm going to reload and I'm going to show you guys the winning path. Alright guys, this is the end. Alright guys, back to where we were before. So this time we're going to take the losing path. We are going to lose the game of Senate this time, so we're going to go ahead and play the game, and I'm just going to make every worst move possible. So, 3. It doesn't really matter what piece I move, we'll just say red. But we're going to deliberately avoid Ankh spaces, and we're going to deliberately try to stop every piece from making the finish. So, I'm just going to do this as fast as we can. See, okay, I guess I'll move the green. Oh, look at this, he gets to go again. Sweet, maybe he'll have his pieces there in no time. Alright, we got a 1. I guess I'll move red. Oh, I guess I landed on Ankh space. I guess I'll move the blue one. Look at that, he got a 1. Alright, now we're gonna roll. Let's see what we get this time. Okay, we get a 3. Guess I'll move the green one. Alright, he got one of his pieces home, so he's got 2 more pieces left that he needs to get home. Alright, we got 2. Alright, I'm gonna land on the Ankh. Oh, I guess... Well, that would have been good for the winning path, but it's not good for the losing path. But whatever, we can still do badly on this game. I guess I'll move green another space. Hopefully, the NPC will wipe it out. Look at that! Did. Alright, I'm gonna roll again. Let's see what I get. 3. Alright, I'm gonna move blue. I guess I landed on an Ankh space because I apparently get to go again. Right now the NPC is going. Oh, look at that. I rolled a 6. I rolled a 6. I guess move green. Oh, and I get to roll again because I rolled a 6. Alright, so... Now I rolled a 1. Which piece do I want to move? I guess I'm going to have to move red. And since that's an Ankh space, I get to roll again. I couldn't move blue or green because they cannot share a space with another piece. You know what? I think I'll move the green one. Right, he rolled a 2. He got 2 of his pieces home, so hopefully he'll wipe me out. Look at that, he's catching up already. Alright, I rolled a 3. Which one do I want? I guess I'll move the green one. I don't want to land on the Ankh space and get another turn. Alright, he's almost home. I think he can win this one. Alright, so I rolled a 3. So I'll move it here. Oh, look at that, he sent another one of my pieces back. So that'll make it even easier to not send him back. So, now that I rolled a 2, I guess I'll move green. Okay, look at that. He won, I lost. So, I get a different path this time. This time there is a hole in the floor that opened over there, and that is the losing path. Basically the loser's path, but essentially if you're a completionist wanting to get everything in this game, the loser's path is the winning path. Alright, so before we go into that hole, why don't we save again? Alright guys, so now we are going to head down the hole. There's another secret coming up, so when we go down these ramps, we're going to go ahead and jump into an alcove coming up, so don't continue going down the slide, just jump into the alcove. Depending on when you jumped, you might have to press and hold action to grab the ledge. Luckily, I jumped at the right time when I didn't have to. But come down here, there's a couple of pots to break, items to pick up. We get a small med pack in this one, we break this one, we get some shotgun shells, and if we come over here, we're going to find some Uzi rounds that we want to acquire. After that, we can go ahead and take this rope back up and we can get out of here. Then we can backflip there and come up this way. Alright guys, let's save again. Because I find it really easy to die over here, so let's go ahead and go back onto the slide. We're going to jump, grab the pole, slide down. And if you guys are wondering, you can backflip over here and there's some Uzi rounds that you can pick up. There's also a small med pack across here if you want to go ahead and grab that. Now you can go ahead and grab the rope, slide down. Alright, so come over here, there's a bat. Alright, so when you guys first land over here, go ahead and come this way, and there's a little puzzle you have to do. So, go ahead and go up these little steps, and there's going to be another room. There's a couple of jackals, so go ahead and take care of them quickly. But you guys might notice that there's like a pawn piece over there. So basically, pull the switch and you're going to close those two hammers. But what you want to do is you want to crush the pawn piece, so go ahead and move it into place. You can go ahead and come to the other side. I believe you can push it or pull it. It typically eats up the space of one tile, but yet you can still get behind it if you squeeze in the right spot. Now I actually want to push this piece because I don't want to get crushed by the hammers. Oh, look at that. We near glitched. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move to the other side, and we're going to push this piece the rest of the way. Alright, now let's get out of the way, because we do not want to be crushed. Or actually, for this one, I think you have to pull the lever. Some of them, they crush it automatically, but for this one, I guess you pull it. Let's pull that lever, and they're going to go ahead and crush the piece. So what we end up doing is we get part of, I believe it's the raw cartouche, or cartouche piece 1, so we have to combine it with another piece. Alright, so now we're going to come this way, and we're going to drop down to the lower level. Over here there is a secret. Go ahead and push this open. Alright, so we got another secret. We get some crossbow bolts, and we get a small med pack. Then after that, we're going to go ahead and use the ropes, I guess you could say. And the ropes, they can really be quite painful sometimes. Typically, if you can avoid using the ropes, avoid using the ropes because, let's just say they're not super easy to work with. Super easy to go wrong on. Alright, so we can climb to the top of this, and I know it seems like I do this a lot. I think we'll save again, because why don't we just say the losing path is not a super easy path. Yeah, when you come up here, there's a couple of bats. Alright, I think I will drop to this lower level. Actually, we might not need to use the ropes, because we can just get into this crawl space from here. This is going to be where we get the other cartouche piece. Alright, then we can go ahead and climb up and out this way. What we're going to do is we're going to see that there's a couple more hammers that are closing in. There is a pawn piece that we want to move into place. So, in order to move this piece, I think we could probably get to the other side of it. Yeah, we can press action and she'll position herself right there, and we can move the piece. Alright, we get another cartouche piece. Alright, so now what we essentially want to do is combine these two pieces. We can combine this with the other piece, and we got the ba cartouche. So I'm not entirely sure which one it goes into.
No.
I think it goes into the other one. There we go. Alright, so it opens up those doors. Now, be warned, there is a jackal. There's two jackals, actually, that spawn as soon as you get that open, so... yeah, go ahead and get your guns out. Alright, so this is a timed puzzle, so what we have to do is pull a switch that cuts off those flames, and then we have to move that pawn to where the hammers are before the flames come back on. So we pull that switch. Let's save first. Alright, so we're going to run over here, we're going to do a running jump, grab this switch, we're going to pull it, and then we're going to have to run the other way, climb up, and quickly make use of it. So, we do not have time to mess around. The timing, well, I wouldn't say it's super tight, but it is tight. If you don't know what you're doing, you probably won't make the cut. Alright. So now go ahead and put Laura into place, and then go ahead and push this piece forward. Alright, so move that there. Then we got what we need. Now the flames should come back on pretty soon, so we want to make sure that Lara doesn't catch on fire. Yep, look at that. See, they came back on. We had just a few seconds to spare. Alright, so I believe now we got the raw cartouche. Alright, so why don't we go ahead and use this piece? I guess I'll get out the shotgun. Alright, so when we come up here, we're going to spawn a flame ghost, or flame spirit, I guess you could call it. So those guys can set you on fire. They are not nice. They do not play nice. But what we can do, you can go into a pool of water and you'll put them out. But if you pull this switch over here, you're going to spawn an ice spirit. And what happens is that the fire spirit and the ice spirit will cancel each other out. So if you watch this, they're both going to kill each other. Basically, fire and ice, they equal nothing. So as soon as you spawn the fire spirit, make sure you spawn the ice spirit. That goes beautiful. Alright, so now go ahead and come over here. There is a small med pack you want to pick up. Alright, so now what we're going to do is make these ropes. We're going to go ahead and make our way on these ropes. There is a secret that we want. So when you swing on the ropes, you want to make sure you're facing perfectly to the next rope. And essentially how you make sure you're facing the right way is facing forward. You want to not be able to see the rope that you're swinging to behind your rope. That means you're facing more or less the perfect direction. Alright, so see, we cannot see the rope that's behind us when we look straight forward, so that means that we're in the right place. Now, you also want to be careful. You don't want to overswing, because if you overshoot the rope, Lara won't be able to grab in time. So sometimes you don't want to swing too hard. I mean, it just depends on the circumstance. But swing forward, this is where you get the secret. Left is the main path, but if you guys look this way, there is a secret. So over here we get some grenades, we get some revolver rounds, and let me see what else we get down this path. We get some Uzi clips. Alright, let's go ahead and save real quick. Alright, so we're going to jump to this rope, and then we're going to go ahead and turn to the right. Now, sometimes when you're rotating, it is hard to get the aim perfect. Alright, so we're going to spawn a couple of bats when we come over here. You can kill them with pistols. The shotgun actually isn't bad for bats. Sometimes I think the wide shot might be the best. Alright, now let's go ahead and climb up this rope. Now, we're going to be backflipping onto a platform, so make sure you've gone high enough. I think here is good. So look at that, we made it. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to jump this way and grab this switch. It's going to pull out a platform for us. There is going to be more bats that we spawn because of that, so let's go ahead and pull out the shotgun. Alright, so now we're going to climb back up and do more or less a repeat of what we did before. We'll backflip, land on that ledge, and then we're going to run around this way. Come over here, push this. We're going to pull out a torch. Alright, so what we can go ahead and do now is we can look down. We can throw our torch down. We can just pull out guns. If you guys want to look, it goes down there. So it should be right by the wall. We want to make sure we don't lose it. The torch can get lost quite easy. Alright, let's go ahead and save real quick. Alright, and then we're going to pick this up. So, if you see that those two torches on both sides, we want to light those, and that's going to open up another secret. We come over here, and we might need to step up a little bit. Alright, so we've now got our torch lit, and we want to come over and light these torches. Alright, so we can now more or less throw away our torch. And we've got a door open. And we've also got a bat coming our way. Alright, now let's drop down here. We're going to end up facing a series of traps when we're over here. The blade traps, I mean, these blade traps can be quite menacing. So, I'll show you what you can do. You can sprint and then you can dive. Okay, we lost a little bit of health on that one, but I think we'll survive. I didn't time that one perfectly. But okay, we can pick up the shotgun shells. We can pick up the large med pack, and there are going to be scarabs that come down, so we really don't have much time to just mess around. You know what, I'm going to try to get everything. We're going to get the grenades. Alright, so luckily we don't have to go back through that trap, because there's a hole in the floor. Go ahead and come this way, climb up. Now, the scarabs can follow you up, so don't let them hurt you. Oh boy! So, I think when you climb over this ledge, this is the point at which you become safe. Alright, so basically now we're going to have to make our way along the ropes. Alright, so now we're going to come back this way, and we're going to basically do the ropes all over again, climb up to this ledge. And if you want to get in perfect position, just climb up and then roll, and Lara should be in perfect position to grab the ropes and face perfectly. Right, so then we're going to go ahead and jump to the next rope. From here, we're going to go ahead and jump forward. Then we can jump to this ledge, climb up. Then we're going to make our way up this rope. We can go ahead and backflip from here, land on that platform again, Okay, guys, we are almost to the end of the level. We've got one more secret. Alright, so I believe from here we can do a running jump. Grab this ledge, climb up. Oh, by the way, there's a switch we need to pull over here. This is what you pull if you want to be able to get the final secret. It opens a little door in the ceiling, enabling you to get up to a higher place. Alright, so the secret is up here. We get a large med pack, we get some crossbow bolts. And we get the Uzis if you happen to miss it all the other times. But luckily, we've got the Uzis every time, so we really didn't need that one. But let's go ahead and come over here, and this is going to be where the winning path and the losing path meet up. So, if you guys see, this is the losing path. The winning path would have come from that way. So this is the end of the level. Alright guys, please check out some of these links to some of my other videos. Please subscribe, give a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and stay tuned till next time. Thank you.